Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams, or Katt Williams. Katt Williams broke the internet yesterday. Oh my goodness, man. Katt Williams appeared on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast. And it's funny because, Club Shay Shay, the whole premise of the podcast is Shannon has a club, has like a little after hour spot, and you come and have a drink. And, shout out to Shannon Sharpe. He has a cognac that he drinks. But usually the drinks aren't a factor. But it seemed like the drinks were a factor this time because, well, not really, because Katt Williams was going off before the show, as soon as the show started, before they even started drinking a lot. But they did drink a lot on this episode. But Katt Williams, man, broke the internet because he got on Shannon Sharpe's show and decided to go at just about every black comedian, it seems like. Not everyone, but a lot of them. I mean, this guy went at Kevin Hart, Earthquake, Cedric the Entertainer, Tiffany Haddish, Ricky Smiley, went at Ricky Smiley real hard, and a lot of other comedians caught strays like Faizon Love. Even Chris Tucker caught a few strays, man, and he was just going off on everybody. And Katt Williams has a history of being unspoken. This isn't the first time he's went at, for example, Kevin Hart or Tiffany Haddish. He went at them a few years ago. I mean, Katt Williams was one of the only people, especially out of black people, that went at Michael Jackson. Katt Williams went at Michael Jackson years ago, back when Michael Jackson was alive, when Michael Jackson was going through his court trial for the alleged sexual assault of minors. Katt Williams said, F Michael Jackson in front of everybody on his comedy special. You know what I'm saying? So Katt Williams is fearless from that standpoint, and he'll speak his mind. And this podcast, man, I know late last night, first of all, it came out yesterday at noon. By the evening, it had 2 million views. And then by the time I wake up real early to do this podcast. I woke up at 4 in the morning. It was at 4 million views. 4 million views in less than 24 hours. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. It's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing that as a society, we just love drama. We're attracted to drama. We're attracted to conflict. Everybody loves to see people fighting, the fight videos. And it's just a little bit disheartening. Excuse me. It's a little bit disheartening that we're so addicted to drama and conflict. And to see, Katt Williams going off and to see like all the comments, like any social media post that's talking about this had a lot of comments right off the bat. Katt Williams was the #1 trending topic for most of the day yesterday, and still will probably be a trending topic by the time you see this video and hear this podcast. And this is very, very disappointing. And you know me, man, I'm a positive guy. I personally feel like there's no need to go at people. One of Katt Williams' main gripes was that he accused Shannon of having these comedians on his show and them telling lies. Like Ricky Smiley apparently said that. And by the way, most of these episodes that, I love Club Shay Shay's podcast, but I didn't see most of the episodes with these comedians. Like I didn't see the Cedric the Entertainer episode or the Earthquake episode or the Ricky Smiley episode. I didn't see those episodes. Just didn't watch them. But apparently, like Cedric the Entertainer did not. There was this big rumor going around that Cedric the Entertainer stole a joke from from Katt Williams, and apparently Cedric the Entertainer denied stealing that joke, and Katt Williams was mad about that. I mean, he insulted Cedric the Entertainer, called him names, talked about his weight. To me, that's out of bounds, and it's just disappointing that we love that so much, but that's out of bounds, man. And and you got to take everything with a grain of salt too, because he said some things about Cedric the Entertainer that just weren't true. He said some things about him that just was not true at all. Like he said, the Entertainer had all these comedy specials, but none of them, they were so bad that none of them were still viewable. Like he said specifically that the Entertainer didn't have any specials on Netflix or Tubi, for more insult, what I'm saying? But that's not true. You can go on Netflix right now, or at least I did last night, and I'll put a screenshot up here. Cedric the Entertainer's comedy special is on Netflix. He has a comedy special on Netflix, so that's what wasn't true. And I believe he talked about how he never had a hit show. But again, the screenshot, you can go on IMDb and see that Cedric the Entertainer's The Neighborhood Show is still on air it came out in 2018, and it's going into its 6th season now. So that wasn't true, you know. So you got to take stuff with a grain of salt. Now, I'm not saying some things wasn't true, because, of course, you look on Twitter, and Twitter already did the research. They showed the jokes that Katt Williams were talking about. They, on Twitter, just go to Twitter and see. They showed side by side the joke that Katt Williams accused said the entertainer of stealing. And I'm not gonna lie, it does look a little suspect, you know, in Katt Williams' favor, because the joke was about, you know, riding in the car and how he was riding in the car, and said the entertainer turned into spaceship, but it was very similar about how they were riding in the car in the spaceship. So, you know, to his credit, it does seem like said the entertainer stole his joke. But here's my thing, like, you don't gotta expose everything. You know, why does everything gotta be exposed? Why does everything gotta be like beef? And of course, Katt Williams, I'm sure, is gonna get a lot more, you know, views. He's being talked about more. So, you know, people call that clout chasing. Is he chasing clout? I don't know. Maybe because he's the #1 trending topic. And of course, we're gonna go back and watch his stuff. And then speaking of that, man, like, Kevin Hart is one of my favorite all-time comedians. You know, he had a run that was crazy. The Pimp Chronicles, American Hustle, It's Pimpin'. Those are 3 legendary classic specials. But if I'm just honest, man, and I love Katt Williams, if I'm just being honest, though, his last 2 specials on Netflix, man, you know, World War III, Great America, they weren't that funny. They weren't that funny. They were not that funny, you know. I mean, World War III, I watched that special, and I didn't laugh at all. And I hate to say it because I don't want to be hating, man, but it's like, you know, to be a legendary comedian like you are, you put out a couple duds. So you kind of like got some nerve to talk about people, you know what I'm saying? Because your last 2 specials weren't hitting, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, watch them for yourself. And if I'm wrong, tell me, you know, write it in the comments, you know, on YouTube or Instagram or Twitter. Let me know if I'm tripping. If you thought Katt Williams' last 2 specials on Netflix were funny, just let me know, man. I didn't think they were funny. So I'm like, you don't got no room to talk, you know what I'm saying, about these people. And it's just crazy how everybody like swarmed toward it. And I don't know, it just don't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me as a culture that we are so in love with beef, we're so in love with conflict, that we just ate it up. You know, we got to do better, you know what I'm saying? If anything, let's spread some positive energy, man. You know, I want to send positive energy and love to everybody involved, man. Katt Williams, Shannon Sharpe, Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley. You know, I want to send love to all of them, man. All of them, you know. Especially, you know, Ricky Smiley, because he really went in on Ricky Smiley. I guess Ricky Smiley was saying that, like, you know, he should have got the pimp role on the Friday sequel, and that really offended Katt Williams, you know. But so what, though? You can let people run with their narratives, man, and you can correct them, but you don't got to go all the way in. You know, it's just like, I don't want to see people conflict. I want to see everybody together, man. You know, we talk about the race war. You know, it is a big race war going on, and I hate the race war. I don't want white people and black people to be fighting, you know, but I especially don't want us to be fighting each other as black people. Like, we got to do better, man. You know, as a society as a whole, we just got to stop that, man. We got to, like, love each other and spread love. And when negative stuff does happen, we shouldn't be so quick to kind of jump all over it and get our popcorn and giggle, Google, you know, and get our kikiing on and all this stuff, man, because it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all, man. So, you know, much love to everybody, man. And in the words of Rodney King, rest in peace, can we all just get along? You know what I'm saying?